On that day, as evening drew on, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us cross to the other side." Leaving the crowd, they took Jesus with them in the boat just as he was, and other boats were with him. A violent squall came up and waves were breaking over the boat, so that it was already filling up. Jesus was in the stern, asleep on a cushion. They woke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" He woke up, rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, "Quiet, be still." The wind ceased, and there was great calm. Then he asked them, "Why are you terrified? Do you not yet have faith?" They were filled with great awe, and said to one another, "Who then is this whom even wind and sea obey?" The Gospel of the Lord. There is a scene in the history of Israel that ended tragically when the Babylonians besieged Jerusalem. A group of those who ruled the city decided to turn to Egypt for help in a search for an alternative defense against the Babylonians. Isaiah the prophet told them that it was a mistake, that neither politically nor strategically was this plan going to be of any use, as in fact happened. In that context, he tells them on God's behalf, if you don't believe, you will not survive. In trust is your strength. They didn't listen to the prophet. Jerusalem was invaded, destroyed, wrecked to the ground, and the few who remained were carried off into Babylonian exile. If you don't believe, you will not survive. In trust is your strength. It is what happened in this scene of the boat that today's gospel narrates. It is what Jesus reproaches his apostles. You don't have confidence. If you don't believe, you will not survive. It is in trust that your strength lies. The Lord would surely reproach each one of us, certainly to me many times. Trust in the midst of the storm. It says that the boat was almost full of water. It is surprising that Jesus was sleeping in those conditions, storm flooded boat, and he was sleeping because he wanted to get to this point, to give this teaching, this lesson, the old lesson of the prophet Isaiah to the people of Israel invaded by the Babylonians. Trust, trust. The storms of life are very diverse: economic, social, political, health, family, work. What good is it to get nervous? What's the use of running from one place to another like a headless chicken? What's the use? Of course, you have to look for a solution. It is your duty to look for solutions, but where? To do things you shouldn't do? Alliances that are contrary to your faith, or simply getting nervous and losing what little ability you have to see things objectively and to find solutions that you would not see if your nerves got the better of you? Trust. Trust. The Lord has the right for us to trust him. Of course, everyone has their own reasons for distress. I have mine, and they are serious. I am very anxious about the situation of the church. I am very anxious. While others don't care about it, and what they care about is the situation of COVID at home. But I am very anxious about the situation of the church. However, do I love the church more than Christ, its founder? Have I given my life for the church? Christ has. Have I shed my blood for the church? Christ? Yes. Therefore, trust, trust, trust. The prayer that the Lord wants to hear from our lips at these moments is the first of our method of prayer of the Franciscans of Mary. Jesus, I trust in you. I trust in you. I trust in you, because that is what the Lord asked Saint Margaret Mary Alacoque, or to Saint Faustina Kowalska. Trust, trust, trust. Lord, I trust in you. It is in those moments of storm when we must pronounce this prayer, when it has its true and complete value. Lord, in this situation, in the midst of this year of this anguish, in this situation, Lord, I abandon myself to you. Lord, I trust in you. We can also do something else. Of course, besides trusting, which is the first thing, we may say to the Lord, please shorten this time. Lord, please, I trust in you, but let the storm pass as soon as possible, because my boat is filling up with water and I am about to drown. Lord, I trust in you, but if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Amen.